What's up YouTube, this is Paul here. So, we've built a Google AIY voice kit, but what now? So that's what we're going to be doing in this video, setting up the software on this voice kit. So I guess, let's get started. Before we go any further, make sure to hit that red subscribe button down below and also click that bell so you get notified anytime I post a video. Now back to the video. Okay, so now we're sitting at the desktop. This would be your typical desktop that you will see when you put the AIY image on there. It's a typical Raspberry operating system, and if you watched my last video about the Raspberry Pi, it's the Raspberry Pi's like operating system design for it. So the only difference is they changed the wallpaper and then also put some stuff in there to get you started, so you can get up and running on the AIY projects, whether it be the voice or the vision kit. We're going to first start off with checking the audio.
Front, center.
Yes. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Yes. Okay, so the audio is working. Also, make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi. So when you first turn this thing on, it won't be connected to Wi-Fi. So make sure you connect. Ignore this what says VNC. That just so I can capture screen cap. So now we're going to check the cloud. And we're good. And we're going to check the Wi-Fi. And we're good. So now the next step is setting up the software. So you're going to need a mouse and keyboard and monitor to set it up for the first time. So to hook up Wi-Fi, and then from there you can either use SSH or like I'm using VNC. And then from there on, you don't need the you do not need the display and keyboard. So you need to go to the Google Cloud platform. So, and then we're gonna go into the console. And for so many projects, you get free tokens, so it's no biggie. So now we're gonna go create a project. So we need to go new project, and we're gonna name this AIY VOICE. So there we go. Oh, also make sure you set in your project. So we need to open up the AIY voice project. So I may have to re-enable that. So yeah, make sure this says your project. So AIY voice is what we need. I think the old My Projects was from something else that I was screwing around with years ago. Some like build your own cloud or whatever. Okay, so we got it enabled. So now we need to create credentials. So my recommendation is to do this on the device. So I'm going to switch over to the device so we can create it there. So I'll be back. Okay, so we're back. So one thing to keep in mind, this Raspberry Pi is going to be slower than like using your phone or whatever. And they even, I think, got an app now that you can do it through. But this is just the easiest way to either use a mouse and keyboard and hook up mouse and keyboard and display to hook up to it, or VNC into the device. If you want to mess with SSH and like doing file transfers and stuff, go ahead too, because that can be easy, but sometimes it can be a nightmare too. So we'll need to create credentials, and we need to use the Assistant API. So we tell this other non-UI. Actually, we can skip and just create a client ID. So you must, oh, my bad. Okay, so there we go. So this is the screen we need. We're going to type in, let's just call this voice home. I don't know. And we tell it save, and it's going to ask, we're going to tell it other. I'm just going to, it says to keep it, change it to voice recognizer. Voice. So then we tell it create. Okay. So I hope I blurred this out. So we'll just tell it okay. And now we have something that we can download. So we select it. Then we click the download JSON file. And it downloaded it. Now it says that if you can't see it due to maybe using like a Raspberry Pi screen or like some other low resolution screen, zoom out in your web browser. And go show in folder. Okay. And there it is. It should start with client secret. I have mine blurred out so you can't see. So there we go. We need to rename it to just assistant, because who wants to remember a bunch of long string of numbers? Not me. So we tell it okay. And then I'm going to move it to my home directory. Okay, I see. I'm going to move it to the Pi one. There we go. Then we go into activity controls. So I think mine's turned on because I already have a Google Home Mini, but we're going to check it out anyway. Yes, except the YouTube ones. So now we need to, so now we should be able to start it. Okay, so they've changed it. Okay. Here's a quick tip. So if you want to just load it up quickly, just copy the path and then paste it into the terminal, and it should load the, yep, there we go. Okay, light just lit up, and there we go. So I'll leave the link to using the guide online because I guess it's a little bit out of date, but also then you'll get a pop-up that'll have you sign into a Google account. You tell it yes, allow, and then you can close the window. So yes, and there we go. What's up?
Just searching for answers to life's big and small questions. What can I help you with?
Play today's hits radio.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that yet.
Open Pandora.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that yet.
Okay, so it's set up. Okay, so the Google AI voice kit, which is in that brown box behind me, is now set up. It's a little bit more limited than what a normal Google Home or Google Assistant enabled device can do. Not just because it's meant for programming in your own programs and attaching servo modules and all sorts of different types of stuff to the Raspberry Pi and the voice hat, which you can look back when I installed that on the first part. So it's a little bit more different for like prototyping and stuff, so you're not going to be able to play today's hits. You can do just about everything else assistant wise, but you're not going to be able to do listen to music or like podcast or stuff like the other ones can, because if you hear how I said plays today's hits and it didn't pull it up, it's because it's trying to make sure it protects it, because I'm guessing probably for copyright reasons. But that's fun. So I may look at this in the future and mess around with this some more, at least with other parts of the kit. So remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. And also, Google has something else to say too.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.